Can you please tell me which college are you studying? Which degree are you studying?
So I'm from Prestige Institute of Management and Research, Indore, and right now I am pursuing Masters in Business Administration, in Finance Administration.
First class. Good. This is your second interview or first interview with first only, na?
So second interview.
Second interview. Good. Very good. So, mm, it is on, you said on 8th or 9th. Which date you said, sorry? 14th.
14.
Arey
Yeah.
bhai, it has been postponed so much. Very good, very good, very good. Now, it the time ready for me, right for me to ask you about, have you gone through budget details?
Yes, sir.
Can you please tell me what are the budget details? I am not willing to repeat the same questions. That is why.
Okay, sir. So right now, on first Feb, the budget came, in which basically the vision of Amrit Kal was there, where there were seven Saptarishi areas which were focused. First of all, green power, green growth, youth power, inclusive development, infrastructure and investment. Various tax proposals were given, unleashing the potential, and many more areas were targeted. Basically, the government allocated the funding for various sectors of the economy. So highest funding was given to defense sector, that is 5.26 crore something, and on second, railway sector has been targeted. For budget, if we see, research and development is also being funded with 16.516 crore, but I think it must be more targeted, as if we see in other developed nations like USA or China, more than what we are giving to budget in research and development, they are giving for science and technology. So basically, government must target research and development more by giving more funds, by including private sector into it, by creating an atmosphere where people can focus more on science and technology or research and development. So it will overall contribute to economic development.
But my comments on your answer is that what you said was not wrong. But
Yes.
here you could not cover the important details of the changes that have come about in budget, apart from whatever 3, 4 points you said. As a candidate for financial sector, it would have been ideal if you had confined yourself to initially to what is given under financial sector, namely setting up of National Financial Information Registry, Mahila Samman Bachat Patra, setting up of central data processing centers, benefits for senior citizens, credit guarantee scheme for MSMEs, and initiatives to promote business activities in gift IFSC. Like that, if you cover this first, then go for other areas, or you should cover this after finishing Saptarishi.
Okay, sir.
Do you
So
do
actually,
you do
I
you get
haven't
my
prepared much on this.
oh do you get my point? This is
Yes, sir.
this has been given very much in the materials given to you.
Yes, sir.
Did you go through this material
Yes, sir.
budget? You saw this?
Yeah.
You saw this. Very good. So at least of course, I'm not sure whether they will be expecting you to know the details of it. At least if you can tell the 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 subdivisions of this, that will be sufficient, because in an interview of this nature, maximum 15, 20 minutes, they can't talk more than that. So it is better. I don't know. What you said is 100% correct. You covered on this point, correct? Then you were telling about certain other defense, etc. and you started giving your views. That was not warranted at this stage. Could you follow?
Okay.
Because you have not provided us with the further data like this one, like this financial that I showed you, or green growth, whatever it is. After giving details, if you had given your views, that would have been ideal. You have not prepared on this, so you please prepare on this. I wish they should not ask you on economic survey. That is what it is. Doesn't matter. Now, as a finance student, they will always expect you to tell us why banks are very keen on increasing their CASA deposits.
So deposits basically represents current account and saving accounts, a proportion to their total deposits. So if there will be more of that, there will be more liquidity into the bank. So for that purpose, they increase CASA deposits, and also it will increase the net interest margin of the bank.
That is the correct point. Liquidity is not the point. Liquidity is in fact a negative factor for the bank. Do
Okay, sir.
you, as a commerce student, you must understand negativity. I mean, liquidity is a sort of negative point in that anytime they can draw. But still, we depend on this because the cost of funds is less, so the net interest margin will be higher. So that
Yeah.
point alone you need to cover. Thank you. Good, good, good. You told nicely. Now, what do you know about our Federal Bank? Important points बता दीजिए हमको.
So the federal
Ex-
bank is
I
the
don't want I don't want history. Tell me facts and figures relating to Federal Bank.
okay. So Federal Bank have the net profit of 703.71 crore. That is being raised by 53%. The net interest margin is 3.2%. That is uh,
Hmm,
5,961 crores. The
hmm,
gross NPA is 2.8% and net NPA is 0.96%. Also, if
hmm,
we see, the government approved Federal Bank for collecting direct and indirect taxes. Federal
hmm,
Bank launched FEDI, the AI-based virtual assistant. Federal Bank launched a 24 into 7 live agent chat support on WhatsApp.
hmm,
It also have an Fed mobile super app, Fed mobile
hmm,
banking super app.
hmm,
If we see, it has the first mobile-based passbook called Fedbook,
hmm,
and recently launched fully digital and instant virtual credit cards. If we order with Swiggy, it gives 20% discount on that, and many more applications are there like FedCorp for corporate clients, Fed Net for net banking, Fed eBreeze for integrated transactions, Fed eStudio, and Fed Bank. If we see, Federal Bank is a bank that really cares, that is commitment to excellence, agility, relationship orientation, ethics, and sustainability. And if
good.
we see in terms of
Fine,
life at Federal Bank for the
fine,
employees,
fine, fine. This must be sufficient. Except that while starting initially, you out of tension, you told a wrong figure. The profit is 703 instead of telling 804.
okay, so
Just a point. Otherwise, all other points are very good. Excellent. What do you know about the stock market?
so stock market, if we see, stock market is somewhat index. Index basically indicates whether the stock will go up or it will go down. If we see, India has two indexes. First is Sensex and second is Nifty. Sensex is sensitive index that is associated with Bombay Stock Exchange, and along 30 companies are listed on Sensex. And if we see Nifty, Nifty has 50 companies in top 50 companies listed on it. Sensex is basically was set up in 1986. Basically, stock market shows the overall country's economic position, whether it's growing or it's somewhat down.
Hmm. Now, what is the share price of our Federal Bank?
So it's 133.40.
133.40. Good, good, good. Excellent. Can you please tell me what are the responsibilities of a probationary officer? Excuse me, are you listening to me? Hello? Hello?
Sir, am
Anji?
I audible?
Anji? No, no, it was the sound was not coming. For some time, I think your mic was not on. Hello? Now, can you
Yes, sir.
speak now? Yeah. Now, please
133.40.
correct on 33.40. Good, 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 good. Very good. Now, supposing somebody asks you, can you tell what is the episode in stock exchange right now? What are the points you will tell us?
So I'll be discussing about Adani Hindenburg report and what were the consequences, like what were the down in shares of the Adani. Then Adani withdraws the FPO. About the as when the report came, there was also consequences like PSU Bank also started with losing their shares. So this was due to as Adani has taken loan from PSU banks. Moreover, so because of that reason, if we see the market was down for 2 3 days, but initially market is performing well with a 1.85% increase in Sensex.
Now, what was the latest index you are knowing about Bombay Stock
Uh,
Exchange?
so, so Bombay Stock Exchange, if we see, it is 60,848, and Nifty it's 17,841.
Super, good, good, good. I think what you said is right. So, no, 17,854 doesn't matter. 6841, 17,854 doesn't matter. Good. Are you seeing on the screen?
Yes, sir.
Good, good. First class. Can you name the president of Pakistan who died recently?
So I
Excuse
don't
me.
know.
It is Mr. Parvez Musharraf.
Okay.
You are seeing on the screen.
Yeah.
Parvez Musharraf, the firebrand general who morphed into a non-starter neta. Impatient yet pragmatic, flexible were required. He ultimately died in exile, paying a huge price for the place he earned in history. This is the gentleman. Parvez Musharraf, former general and president, and a Pakistani to the core, died in exile in Dubai. He earned himself a place in history but had to pay a price that he would later confess to friends. Musharraf took over the reins of Pakistan through a coup in 1999, months after the then Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif signed a peace accord with Atal Bihari Vajpayee in Lahore. The Kargil War had been fought and won by India, and as Vajpayee visited the Minar-e-Pakistan, the site of the Lahore resolution that signaled partition, he wrote the visitor's book, A strong, stable, and prosperous Pakistan is in India's interest. Let no one in Pakistan to be in doubt. Something like that. तो इनका बारे में थोड़ा पढ़ के मन में रखने से आपको बढ़िया होता है. Not that they
Yes.
will ask you. It will be good, very good, because something relating to current affairs. And invariably they will ask, can you tell us some current affair news relating to Madhya Pradesh?
Yes, sir. The uh, Padma Shri awardee named as Jyoti Bai is promoting or is promoting the Bega art of Madhya Pradesh at the global level. So this was the news in the Hindu, and if we see, so this was only the news I read about Madhya Pradesh.
Out of fear, you are forgetting. Otherwise, you should be able to have at least 2 3 news reports, even if it
Yes,
is say 1 week delayed, no problem. थोड़ा मन में रख लीजिएगा. ठीक है? Good, very good. Can you tell me what is NPA?
NPA is basically non-performing assets. Non-performing assets when the bank haven't received the repayment of principal and interest within 90 days. So this is known as non-performing assets. This can be classified into substandard, default, and loss. When bank don't get it for 12 months, it would be classified as substandard assets. More than 12 months, then it would be considered as default assets, and more than that would be considered as loss in assets. So the current uh, gross NPA of Federal Bank is 2.28%, and net NPA is 0.28 something, 0.86 something.
Let us see what is given. 1 minute. I have given it here.
Yes, sir.
In here itself it is given 2.4
0.78.
0.73 now. Hello, it was 78 in the December quarter. No, it is come down to 0.73 in the December quarter compared to 0.78 in the previous quarter. That means September quarter. Okay. Hello, are you seeing on the screen?
Yes, sir, I am seeing.
Please read this as a percentage. Please read it fully. Start reading from here. Non-performing assets. Please read fully. Let it go into your mind.
Non-performing assets,
Hmm.
non-performing assets and net interest margin improved. Gross non-performing assets fell marginally 5.8% to rupees 401.4785 crore at the end of December quarter, from rupees 401.26 crore in the same quarter of the previous year. As a percentage of total loans, gross NPS stood at 2.43% compared to 2.46% in the previous quarter, in 3.06% in the year ago period. Net NPAs were at 0.73% in the December quarter compared to 0.78% in the previous quarter and 1.05% in the same quarter last year.
First class. Now you understand clearly?
Yes, sir.
Good. Now come to this. Who is the Vice President of India?
Vice President of India, Jagdeep Singh Dhankar.
About social media, is it good or bad?
So if we see, everything is in limit is good. So I consider social media as a good, where we can get every information. We can be in touch with our close ones. Also, this is a great medium, where great entertainment source for us, and for some of the people it is an earning source too. So I think social media is a good platform for everyone.
Can you tell me the Finance Minister of Madhya Pradesh?
Finance Minister of Madhya Pradesh.
Agriculture Minister of Madhya Pradesh? You don't know. Please get to know that. Please
Yes,
come to RBI. Come to RBI. Tell me the
sir.
functions of RBI.
See the functions of RBI: issuer of currency, then lender of last resort, banker to government, banker to bank, uh, forming the monetary policies, custodian of foreign exchange,
Hmm. Good.
and act as a clearing house.
Yeah. Can you tell me the names of any bank, maybe private bank or public sector bank, and its headquarters?
Yes, sir. Canara Bank. Canara Bank has its headquarter in Mumbai. It is a government bank, and it was in recently news because of its MD and CEO was changed from LV Prabhakar to Satyanarayan Raju.
But one thing, Canara Bank headquarters is Bengaluru, not Bombay.
Okay, okay, sir.
Yeah, doesn't matter. Good, doesn't matter. Now, can you tell me what is insurance policy?
Yes, sir. Insurance policy. We take it for when we have a risk. Uh, we come across a risk of life or somewhat income risk. Then we take an insurance policy just for sake of our assurance. And in India, IRDAI, Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority of India, look after this. They form the policies and they look after the security of the investors, whether policy holders basically. So this is about insurance policy.
No,
Insurance
actually,
policy can be of several types like life insurance, health insurance.
hmm, general insurance. You should mention about
General.
general insurance. Under general insurance, fire insurance, burglary insurance, flood insurance, like that. Okay, good, very good. Can you expand RTGS?
Yes, sir. Real time gross settlement.
RTGS is available during which hours of a day? Perhaps you may not know. The answer is 24 hours. 24 by
Yes.
7 into 365. Same thing with the NEFT. Of course, it is based on 48 per day. Per day, 48. Okay,
Okay, sir.
good. That is right. Excellent. You told nicely. What is your father?
So my father is in Madhya Pradesh Shiksha Vibhag, basically in education department. He's a teacher, government teacher.
Good. Who is the education minister?
So higher education minister in Madhya Pradesh is Shri Mohan Yadav. And if we see in terms of India, so our education minister is uh, just
Dharmendra Pradhan. Na?
Dharmendra Pradhan.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
very good. Anyhow, thank you. And now, last two, three questions. Please
Yes,
tell
sir.
me what is the present bank rate?
Present bank rate is 6.5%.
Good. What is the present repo rate?
So present repo rate is 6.25%.
When was it brought to 6.25? In which month was it brought to 6.25? And when
So
it is likely to change?
so on May 21st, it was brought 6.25 by 35 basis point. And likely as the monetary committee has been set for the meeting. So in means in recently there was like 25 basis point would be the change, as the Federal Reserve had also changed in USA by 25 basis point, and Monetary Policy Committee will change it by within this week.
You told, but then first you did a mistake. Instead of telling December, you told May. Out of
Okay, sir.
tension. Out of
Yeah.
tension. Then, while concluding, you did not conclude with February 7th or 8th. See, right
Okay,
now
sir.
we are in that month only. So that point could have been highlighted by you and told. Otherwise, you told correctly. Let me conclude the interview with a question which you must be able to answer nicely. Please tell what are your strengths.
Yes, sir. So my strengths, as I had worked with an taxation firm, so I know how to deal with deadlines and work under pressure. I am highly effective, perseverant, and patient person. I have good presentation skills. My communication and problem solving skills are really good. My strengths also include an ability to work efficiently as a part of a team, being supportive of other team members, being able to focus on the task at hand, carrying out my work competently and diligently, and also being enthusiastic and motivated about each task. If you see a person with talent and mindset, so I have both. Mindset consists of hard work, consistency, and dedication to work. So I have that too. So this all were
Very
my
good.
strengths.
Very good. Best wishes. Thank you.
Thank you.
I will stop recording. If you have any questions, you can.